Subscribe to Jama WAP and turn the notification button.
Hi, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the 5 reasons you must avoid sex before marriage. Why is sex before marriage bad? What consequences are there for premarital sex? And what rewards are there for practicing abstinence during singleness? In this video, I will provide 5 reasons why you should not have sex before marriage. While this list should serve as a warning, it should not be used as a death sentence for those who already have had premarital sex. Number 1, sex before marriage decreases your chances of getting married at all. Premarital sex is also unhelpful in singleness if you want to be married because it leads to long periods of dating without committing. When a couple acts like they are married when they are not, they naturally have less motivation to actually get married. In addition to this, premarital sex introduces sin into your relationship, which over time will tear two people apart rather than together. When you choose to worship each other rather than God, you eventually will become unsatisfied with each other because no human will be able to replace the hole inside of you because of God's absence in your life. The more you run from God and towards a person, the more likely this relationship will fail. Number 2, sex before marriage will create problems in marriage. If you have sex with multiple people before marriage, this will negatively affect you when you are committed to one person. Christ can solve these problems, but it will take a lot of hard work that could be avoided if you do not have premarital sex. Even if you marry the person you have premarital sex with, this will create issues for your sexual experiences in marriage. Great sex in marriage is rooted in real love for your spouse. If you have premarital sex, oftentimes your spouse will wonder if you just want him or her for the sex. This is especially true from the wife's perspective. If they have premarital sex, a wife might wonder, would my husband have continued to date me if I did not give him sex? If your spouse doubts your love, this will not result in a healthy marriage. Number 3, sex before marriage can cause you to stay in bad relationships. Sex outside of marriage is dangerous because it is meant to bond a husband and wife together. When a boyfriend and girlfriend have sex, it creates bonds that should not be there. When God is telling you to break up, you will struggle to do this because of your premarital sexual sin. Through the gospel, God can break these bonds, but dating is much easier when sex is not involved. A dating couple should never stay together for sexual reasons. When you don't have sex, it is much easier to break up when God is clearly telling you this is not the person He has for you. Sex before marriage will pull you away from your Christian community. When a Christian single person starts dating and having sex, one of the first things that will happen next is that they will begin to avoid their old friends and Christian community. When people feel guilty about their hidden sin, but they are not actively repenting, they will avoid people who are walking with God because they will feel convicted by their obedience. Number 5, sex before marriage is not God's best for you. In summary, you should avoid having premarital sex because this is not God's best for you. If you want God's best, you must obey God's words. You will have to make short-term sacrifices if you want to experience the long-term benefits of following God.
Subscribe to Jama WAP and turn the notification button.